twice a week on the podcast 30 NINE drinking some drinks. Bud LIGHT.
All right.
Oh goodness.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome on back out to Twice a Week show.
Yeah. Giving these a try again.
Yeah, they were okay last time. Last week they were pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
We can't drink anything besides high noons or hard liquor anymore.
If we do a hard liquor episode, we're gonna get arrested.
Well, how fucking long has it been since we've filled this up with whiskey?
Bro, it's so funny you say that because I showed my mom like a funny short I made.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Do they like fill that thing up ever?" And I was like, it's a great question. I don't know.
We used to.
Dude, we used to put a fucking margarita.
We made a margarita. A whole.
Did you really?
Just a giant margarita.
Just a giant margarita. Sake. We put like actual whiskey in it one time.
Once.
Did y'all do that on a pod?
Bud Light
I think
in this.
that was like an early one.
Oh,
I think I've seen that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude,
Dude, people don't know.
Bud Light in there?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So we used to utilize it
You remember when it would pop the thing up
because of the fizz. Yeah,
Oh.
and it would go.
just in the middle of the podcast? You would just hear a dink, and you could go back and look, and you could see this actually go up a little
Yeah,
bit.
we had like episode 3 or something. We had it zoomed in on it, and you could see it just go. Oh, it's stuck, of course, because it's like molding, but. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Crazy.
But yeah,
times.
let's get to. I mean, we haven't got Woodford in forever. It's winter. Woodford is for winter.
Let's do
Yeah,
Woodford.
because come
We'll do-
summer, you guys are gonna wish you did something with it.
Also,
you're right.
we need to film a podcast around the fire out on the beach.
Yes. We need to do that.
the beach backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
That'll be-
sick. Or we gotta do the die idea too. Play a game of die and
Yeah.
Be talking.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Be kind of hard. But
We'll do that. So much content.
spring is right around the corner.
So much
much
content.
content.
For the YouTube.
It's the same thing with music. It's like, well, like which one do we do? Which one do we pick?
Yeah, I know, right?
You know, there's endless possibilities.
Endless.
Endless.
Um,
What about that music festival coming to Pensacola? Y'all,
dude, it
What
was
do
pretty funny. Everyone, like in the bar last week, it's like like our song played through the bar and shit. You know, that one dad was on it.
Oh yeah.
He's like, "Hey, bro, I'm texting my son right now." Like, fuck yeah, dude. And everyone, like 5 people came up to me. They're like, "Oh, dude, like you guys playing in that festival coming up, or like you hear about that festival?" Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
that chick, the bartender.
no, it's just like a rock and roll shit,
Yeah.
dude. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's, like,
anything.
organizing.
I didn't know
we
until
should
you
go
said
back
something.
and talk to her.
Yeah. That'd be cool to get in on, man.
I emailed him. So,
Good for local support.
oh yeah.
Word. I don't think we mentioned this last week, but how the situation with Mason at Graffiti Pizza.
Oh my goodness, dude. The most legendary thing I've
So
ever seen.
I don't know if you guys at
Shout out
home, like
Graffiti Pizza.
if you play What Are the Odds with your friends, like that's like a saying, right? Like you'll say like, "What are the odds you fucking do that?"
Yeah.
You know, but it's like a game. So what are the odds? So Pooley asks Mason, "What are the odds you give that lady your phone number?" And he said 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Which means Mason
wanted
was
to do
already
it.
thinking about it because you could go up to 100. So the outside party, me being the third party, counts down 3, 2, 1. They both say 4, and Mason has to do it.
Yep.
So we leave, so excited.
Yep.
And Mason goes up there, and I'll just continue since I'm in flow here, telling the story for
Keep
you.
her coming.
But from my understanding about what he said, which is so genius, he goes, "Hey, could I get a water and your number to go?" Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Who's gonna
Dude,
say
the funny
no to
thing
You're
that?
I-
so good.
No,
Yeah, dude.
no.
You're so
no.
beyond your years.
No, I came up with that on the spot too. Like I didn't even think. I was like,
Exactly.
and I was like,
Dude.
I'm kind of proud of that. I'm gonna use
Yeah.
that again.
Yeah.
And then the
yes.
the communications major
For
thing.
the service industry.
Yeah. And I said I was a communications major, so I'm practicing my speaking.
Oh my god.
So you literally are just a diamond with it, and you just have to lie off the bat.
Dude, yeah, now I really
know?
regret that. I feel bad.
Because you don't want to do that. But that
know.
comes with the wisdoms.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that-
So you naturally got it.
See, I didn't want to lie, and then I was just like on this roll, and then I was like, I just spit that out, and I was like, what is that?
Was it because
Whatever.
she hadn't given you the number yet, so you wanted to make sure that it got the
I
transaction
was literally
achieved?
handing, I hadn't even quite handed the phone over, and so I was like,
yeah. In his defense, though, I knew she was older than him.
Oh, yeah,
And so
yeah.
I think that you made the right call with that.
yeah.
You know, because
It is fine.
there's the stigma. You know.
But you should come clean though.
Okay,
It just
yeah.
feels better.
Yeah, I know, definitely. Mm-hmm. We haven't been talking much.
You should call her right now. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. No.
What are the odds?
I mean, we are.
One through one.
What are the odds you call her right now on the podcast?
Oh shit. That is a lot higher than 1 through 5.
Yeah, give us a
One-
number.
Yeah.
1 through
You can hundreds is the top.
One-
So,
1 through 50.
all right, y'all ready?
Do you want? You're
I'll count it
pretty
down.
good at snack.
No,
oh,
no, no.
I get them.
I gotta count.
Okay,
it
1
down.
through 50.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
21.
It's okay.
Half.
If it's half, you have to.
Yeah, I
do,
forgot to explain that.
So he said 50. If they would have said numbers that were halves of each other, then you do it again 1 through 25. Vice
but I just say half anyways if I miss it.
You know what the funny thing about that though is that whenever I started lifeguarding, I can't remember who it was that told me. They were like, "Joe, just a heads up, that pulley guy really into what are the odds?" and they're like, and if there's a hot chick on the beach and he's in your tower, he's gonna make you go talk to her.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, all right, noted.
I love what are the odds. Or my favorite thing to do also if I'm walking with someone down the beach and like some like pretty girls walk by, I'll just be like, "Oh hey, were you talking about them?" And then just keep walking.
God, you always do that.
And they're like, "What were they saying about me?" I knew I shouldn't have wore this swimsuit. Goodness.
But that's like a good thing because that's like not like catcally or anything or like creepy. It's
No.
just pure funny.
Yeah, you can't smile. You got to be serious.
There's so
about
many.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hey, are these the ones you were talking about? And then just keep walking.
So they really ponder.
Yeah, they're like, "What?"
Dude, you know the trick too that old BQ taught me? He taught me to get pamphlets from like a truck, like the Rip Current
Yeah.
pamphlets, and like pass them out.
Oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, that's
Such a good one.
That's age old, man. That's
I didn't know that till this year, and I was like, damn, that's genius.
That's the original, the OG. That's pre my time out there.
Really?
man. Oh,
yeah, that's lifeguard cheating.
yeah. You learned that day one out there, dude. They didn't cover that in training.
It wasn't on the test.
Goodness. Do you remember that? Remember the code we had to work?
Oh yeah,
That was crazy.
I was talking about that actually with someone recently,
That
like
was-
not a coworker. Somebody asked me like about because you did CPR.
The
Like, you
chick
work-
who just got her number.
Yeah, I was trying to pressure. See, didn't have to lie about that one.
Yeah, there you go. Just
That
pull
was
that out.
that was the crazy.
Yeah, that was a sad one. That's the
Really
only
sad.
that's the only death that I've ever been to on the beach where the person was pronounced dead on the beach in front of the family.
Yeah,
I
that
like,
was heavy.
Whoa, dude! Like, come on.
I know, and that was like, because that was my first code I had to work, and that was because that was the Thursday the practice show of blues.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we went down there, like responded, and and like I like right when I arrived with Busby, we were like, oh shit, like the parents and kids are like right here, and then like right when we had to head back, I immediately. Blues were about to fly. I had to get back to it, but
yeah. Now you got to try to enjoy an air show.
yeah, right. After you see someone die,
Jesus, that's crazy. You've done a lot for your age. That's
I like
pretty
to think,
crazy.
yeah. I gotta try to stay busy.
Yeah.
I'd rather be busy than bored.
You're the first person that's ever like made me feel old. Because we had such. Because it. Yeah, I did. Sorry if that like sounded offensive or something.
No.
Because we had such similar lives growing up. Like we got
Yeah.
like flow sponsored at the same age, lifeguarded, and you're like still in that, and I'm just not. It's like fuck.
I know.
That shit was fun.
I know.
It's so fun.
It's such a good.
So really, fucking, soak it in.
I know.
Oh yeah.
It's been a good period of time.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing too, knowing like I'll be going to Boulder next year most likely, is that I'm gonna lose that sponsor and stuff, but like the experience of it's cool.
Yeah.
Like I've had a good few years. I'm ready to
There you go.
I'm ready to kick something new off too.
Yeah.
You do, regardless if you're going to Boulder or not, going on your own.
Yeah.
Just like having to pay for going to all the NSSAs and
Yeah.
not having the fam.
It's refreshing to like see someone like you, like you're in the Gen
Gen Z.
You're Gen Z.
Hey, we're the same gen, by the way.
Oh, we are? I know we talked about that a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're 18 years old, and like everyone likes to talk shit about kids nowadays. Like, oh, they're lazy; they just stay on their phones all day. But you're kind of living proof that, like, no, like there's still people out there that are ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. It
It's
means a lot.
It's an easy blanket statement to say that.
That is something like I do. It's true. It's kind of a bummer about our the Gen Z generation. It's like you just get grouped with it, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh man, we still got.
Yeah,
at
in
least
the
I
end,
do.
though,
I got drive. I got ambitions. I got dreams I want to make.
it's already going to be better is better for you because you are ambitious, and just no matter whose generation, someone who's 80 years old right now who's ambitious, their life is better. But because that's the stigma around your generation and you're not that, as if you're just automatically more sought after,
Thank you.
So
Solid.
it's good.
Something this week has been a good teaching of it, but like I've kind of had to figure out within this past year, especially between like doing the pod, still traveling to contests, lifeguarding in school, and like all these other things I got going on, is like I've been having to figure out and prioritize which one I know is going to give me the best benefit,
Yeah.
And so as much as I love surfing and that type of scene, like I know my future with that is I'm not going to go pro most likely, at this point and stuff. And so it's like having to shift my focus towards, what I think is actually going to help me in the end.
Which is such a valuable thing to have and know and be exposed to.
Yeah.
And like this week, even I shouldn't even say this, but like with school too, I'm like, nah, I gotta go edit this or whatever. I'm like I can do that homework later. I'll get it done, but
There you
Dude,
go.
well, timestamp me right now to episode 39. It'll pay off that you went to edit instead of chemistry.
For sure.
But you're still chemistry, and so don't let anyone out here think that we're against that.
Yeah. Chemistry's cool,
Yeah.
When you're in the workplace, you might have to make some sodium hydroxide,
yeah. Planning on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really fucking important.
Hey, I'll tell you.
God, dude.
So you're still in high school. If there were like one class that you could make be, one class that would be required in high school that you could pick what the class was about that would actually help people in the future, what would you kind of say it would be?
I'll go second.
I have two, and it's fuck, dude. Okay, in terms of, I hate this subject, but in terms of like you're gonna be using it the most, math, like people can agree on that. I feel like, but personally, I think English is so important. I think English and history and like those can kind of combine sometimes.
Yeah.
Because for history,
That's what I have an English degree. That's what mine's like.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
yeah, history. Well, for like history, you can when you learn back on a certain time period or certain historical figures, you can use them as an example in their flaws or what they succeeded at.
Yeah.
And apply that to like this moment now, and like, oh, how can we make a better place,
Well,
and then that's the same thing also with English and the communication aspect. English definitely probably more than history, though, that with this day and age, how much people are communicating, it's so valuable. And that's what my brother was saying to me, because he has a journalism degree. And he was like, dude, I'm using it without even knowing. You know, he's doing ski patrol, but he's talking to people all day, you know, and having to communicate. And so for English in that sense, I feel like that has such a benefit now.
So what about more specific though? So like you can have a class required for anything. So that could be like, you know, financial literacy, how to buy a house. You know, from what you've been doing for the past couple of years, what do you think?
I took AP. I took AP Language and Composition last year. So English class, but that class, at least for me, I had a great teacher, but that class for me was so significant because it really taught you how to, you know, use correct grammar and write thoroughly, but also you were able to speak your mind. Like it completely gave you the free range to, you know, you'd be given a prompt or something, but you'd be able to express your own thoughts. And I love that. And that's something nowadays we need,
it's
you
tough to
know,
do,
like it's tough to do that. And but if you're able to do that and you're able to actually support your own beliefs, and that was the class that's when I kind of realized I was like, I want to do like journalism or, you know, communications or like just, you know, like this, you know, outreaching to other people because I want to hear people's thoughts and stuff, you know, and that class was such a fun class, dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was hard, but it was worth it.
Yeah. It's a dying art, like people being like me and Jay sitting, or all three of us, but like sitting across from someone and looking at them and like actually being able to discuss something and get your point across. And I feel like a lot of people too, like with your not talking shit about your generation, but like a lot of the younger people, like they'll have a belief or a thought about something, and they'll say it, but then as soon as someone, you know, says something that negates that, or like, you know, they're trying to debate with them, the status quo now seems to be shifting to emotionalism. So like, you know, if you're a supporter of a certain thing and then someone comes against that, it's kind of becoming the norm to like just start berating that person personally instead of actually forming, you know, an actual argument.
Dude, one of my favorite things, you said it on the trip in El Salvador back in June, so that's whatever, like 7 months ago now. I loved what you said. You told about that guy at your church, and I brought this up before. That guy that said, like, you don't have to agree with somebody, but you should entertain their thought process, you know. And that to me is so like that stuck with me ever since.
It's extremely valuable to be able to entertain an idea without accepting it. Yeah, because then it literally benefits everyone. It benefits everyone involved in the situation because now you entertain this idea, maybe you learn something from it, but maybe you get to learn exactly what this other side is thinking. And if you're going to continue to have your belief that you had coming into the argument, now you're going to be able to argue against that even better because you know it inside and out.
Yeah, and you can just walk away on good terms knowing they agree with that, but I can understand why they believe that. I don't believe that, but their background, their own, you know, their upbringing, that kind of makes sense. That resonates with why they think that, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for some reason everything not everything, it's broad, but every opposition seems to be an attack when really it's just meant to spark a conversation that goes a little bit deeper. Yeah. And going back to a class that it seems weird to say like it should be required for people, more so it sucks that it's not a thing because it shows corruption at face value, that there's not a class 2 years long in high school on credit. Yeah. Yep. The government wants you to be in debt and be a blue collar worker.
Oh, for sure.
That's how the school system is set up. It's bullshit.
Financial literacy.
It's bullshit.
I haven't learned a damn thing about personal investment, personal credit at all. I'm taking I'm taking AP Econ right now, and I mean, we're just looking at the big picture, you know.
Yeah.
We're looking at macroeconomics. We're not looking on your own self and your own financial, you know, situation. Which, yeah, it's fucked up, dude.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, if I were to pick one, I would probably say financial literacy.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't even think about that because
And purchasing property. And yeah.
I didn't even think about that because I haven't even been given the opportunity to take a class like that. You know,
But it's
Right, yeah, you don't even
don't
have
know
a
about
choice. It's not offered.
But if you
Yeah.
if you think about it, like if you look at the majority of land that's owned in the United States versus the population, like there's a very select few number of people who own most of the land, and then if you teach everyone how to do that, then like, well, then what happens then? You know?
yeah.
So I think that's kind of the core of the issue, which is not good. But
Yeah.
that's
Another thing too, though, about like learning is that like my school is different in this sense that like a lot of schools are starting to do this, but not many. Still, there are not many schools that do this. But like we do career academies, so like I take multimedia, obviously, and that's because like going in high school, I mean, I already liked videography and like filmmaking and shit like that and video editing. But like that class for me, like I love that class because I get to be creative in it and like given a project and that thing, and that's taught me a lot, and it's given me a good basis for like this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But like I've majority of the stuff we talked about with Jake actually, with the episode with Jake, that he was saying like school is where you go and then you get out of school and you're like I don't know anything, you know.
Yeah.
And like that goes back to where you learn most of your things when you actually get put in a workforce, you know. But still, I really enjoy that class, and I think more high schools should be doing service academies because that way, I know so many friends of mine that don't go to my school and they have no idea what they want to do, you know. But a lot of people I go to school with, they're like, oh, well, I'm in this service academy, and like I've actually realized, you know, like this is what or career academy, I realized this is what I like to do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try and pursue that, you know. So
Yeah.
I think more high schools should start doing career academies because
Yeah.
it gives people a good idea what to
Absolutely. Yeah, and then I think it was Elon, I think, who said this. It was like, if you kind of want to like be successful and like have self fulfillment, do something that's useful. You know, like try to do something that's useful. Which, you know, we do a podcast, and like, you know, it's kind of useful, but this is just kind of what we do. This is what we like to do. But you know, he's a trainer. He trains people and makes them healthier. You know, I sell houses, and like that's something that's actually useful.
Right.
And so you have to.
And I sit in a classroom for 7 hours a day.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta contribute, you know, and do stuff for a little bit at least, because that's just kind of how things work.
Yeah.
And so yeah, for sure, the career academy stuff is huge. Blue collar workers or you know, trade schools are, you know, empty because no one just. I don't know why there's a stigma on going to trade school. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, dude.
It
I
should
know.
be what school is.
Yeah,
That should be the model for like university,
Yeah.
and high school.
I would love to learn a trade. I think like if I had more time, it would be so cool. Like just imagine if you knew like how to go fix your AC. Like you just, because that's a very useful thing. You have to have air conditioning. We live in Florida.
Yeah.
And then here's the transistor and the blah blah blah. You know, you fix it, whatever.
Dude, and it could be like trade, or like you go to your specific branches of whatever, plumber, electrician, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Or multi-trade school. The things that could go wrong in your household if you're a homeowner, and you learn a little bit of fucking everything, so you never have to call anybody to come to your crib.
Exactly.
That'd be cool.
It'd be really cool.
Yeah, I feel
And the
bad,
people
though.
who are like that, it's badass. Because people just teach themselves.
Yeah.
And they don't call anybody for anything. They do their own landscaping, hang their own fans, do their own insulation.
Yep.
Fix drywall when it needs to be fixed. Fix their AC.
Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's one of Eric's most redeeming qualities, and why it's so hard for him to find someone to be like the main guy, or to even keep people in his business for people who are new or whatever. He owns a landscape company. that's how his brain works. It's never a problem arises, something breaks. It's never fuck this. It's like time to figure this out.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to come by people that are like that, you know, and that's him.
Yeah.
Although he wants to just be a CEO and not have to be on the job and stuff. So his company's just running and he's overseeing stuff. He's always having to go in. And
It's
because
cool.
he's the fucking man.
Yeah.
Even like my journalism teacher, she always is like, I come up with her like there's an issue or something, and I got a problem. She's like, I don't need a problem, I need a solution. Like that's all.
Yeah.
Every time she says that, and she's like, let's work this out. Like let's figure it out, and let's find a way to figure it out. Yeah.
That's heck yeah, man.
And sometimes it's not fixable.
No.
But that you figure that out by doing everything in your power. Not
trying to.
saying fuck this, I
Well,
can't.
well, then you learn like 20 things that don't work. So now you're not going to do that again.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
That's right, bo.
The whole
That's a beautiful
like
thing right there, honestly.
the whole trade school thing too is like, dude, I go to school with friends that like they're gonna go trade school, you know, and they've said they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go trade school and like do whatever trade, welding and whatnot, and I'm like, and like I hear people like shit on them for that. I'm like, oh yeah, they might not have the financial like help there to go to college, but
They're going to be making way more money.
they're still gonna they're still like, are you kidding me? Don't
In just,
don't get
like,
shit
2
on
years.
for that.
Yeah.
Most of the trades is huge potential for 6 figures.
Yeah.
And deep into it.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're a foreman on a job site, you can be a foreman in like 2 or 3 years of working after working, and you're making no less than 6 figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, dude, like welding, the amount of custom shit that you can do for people, that's where I mean, the cheese, like the common cheese for underwater welding, is underwater welding, which is like 6 figures in fucking hazard pay.
Yeah.
You know?
It is dangerous, though.
But like I know. But yeah, like doing custom work for people. God,
It's
dude,
kind
you
of-
can do anything if you can weld.
Yeah.
You can make anything.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how like these really high-tech trades, like once you get very proficient at it, it is art. Like you are an artist, you know? If you're like a really talented carpenter or a welder or whatever, even like plumbers, dude, you kind of have to have like a creative brain, because you're like, all right, how am I going to get these pipes around this certain, you know, circumstance and figure this out?
I mean, problem solving in a way is creativity.
It is. That's what makes humans humans. That's why we're running the earth.
Yeah.
For real.
Seriously.
We're good at solving problems, yeah.
Yeah. That's why we don't get attacked by lions anymore. Mm-hmm. Also,
We go look at them in a cage that we built.
we went too far.
Yeah.
We went too
Whoa,
far.
guys.
We solved too many problems.
We solved too many fucking problems, and now we're just douchebags.
Yep. For real, man. We got too good at solving problems.
Yeah.
Now we're just scrolling TikTok. Goodness.
I feel good.
I feel really good. Oh, I did have a subject. It won't take that long. It's kind of interesting. I thought it was interesting.
Is it God related?
No. It's an artist named
I'm
Anish.
gonna reserve 45 minutes.
It's an artist. It's an artist named Anish Kapoor. He is a English Indian sculptor. He made the Bean in Chicago. But I didn't know this. Apparently, a lot of most artists hate this guy because he made something called Kapoor Black. Or no, he didn't. I don't know if he made it. It's called Kapoor Black.
Oh,
it's a paint,
I've heard about this.
and he has the copyright to it. So you're not allowed. It's the blackest black.
That's him?
That's
Yes.
the guy. Yeah.
He made the Chicago Bean, and all these artists hate him because he has this copyright for the black. Which I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how I feel either.
I don't know because
feel
it's
like
a color. He owns a color, and you can't use it unless you pay him I don't know some amount of money.
So I see videos of people using the blackest black. So it's the blackest black that's not his blackest black.
Yes.
It's the one closest to his.
Yep.
How do you? That's insane. You can copyright a color. That's so crazy.
I was going to say, you can't really get that mad at a genius, but
I know.
fuck the apex predator, though.
Yeah.
He's
It's
definitely
weird
a
though, because
genius.
artists are all free spirited and shit. You know, they
Hey.
They're like, it's our art. Like we should be practicing and shit. You know?
Oh, I'm not free spirited.
Whoa.
I didn't mean free. That was the first word that came to my mind. Okay. I mean, as in like, creative brain kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And so they're like, don't give in to, our society's, their whole little spiel.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So like, I kind of get it why they're mad, but
Yeah,
also
fuck capitalism. I'm gonna buy a color.
Yeah, but also he's smart as fuck. So
Yeah. He's rich.
that's for sure.
But yeah, I thought that was I learned about it the other day. I was like, what? That's so weird. I didn't know it was a thing. I don't really know. I don't have an opinion, honestly, either way with it.
Right. Yeah. Doesn't affect me, and it's not physically hurting anybody, so I don't really see a problem with it.
Yeah.
Until the day comes, I need the blackest black in my life. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if he's racist.
He's Indian, like English Indian. So I don't know. Probably. I don't know. Are Indian people traditionally racist or no? I don't know.
I just meant because like he owns the blackest black. That was the joke. It didn't land.
I got it.
That's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That went over my head.
He got it and didn't laugh. You didn't get it and didn't laugh.
I laugh.
Maybe cut it.
Roll it back.
Golly.
Maybe cut it.
Let it coot it.
I look real good today.
Yeah.
I look real good today. All right. Oh,
Yeah.
All
Shout
right.
out.
Shout out. Genesis, OG Genesis.
OT Genesis.
OT Genesis.
Yeah, shout him out.
Shout him out. OT Genesis.
He
Good
does
song.
look good today. It's a great song.
He looks great.
Everybody,
Well, thank you for watching.
liking and subscribing.
Tuning in next week for a special treat.
There is a special treat next
Yeah,
week.
there is.
Woo! There's
Yes,
going to
yes,
be
yes.
a fucking dude right here.
There's going to be a big, sexy man right there.
And a special treat on top of this man. In addition.
In addition.
Not on top.
And God, if he doesn't cry. If he doesn't cry.
Yeah.
Dang it. He's going to cry.
He better cry.
yeah,
I'm going to make him.
It'll be fucking. If we call it right now, it's on camera.
It's on camera.
We're playing it back. And when you edit his episode, we'll play right now back. And he's
While he's sobbing in tears.
Time warp.
I've never seen him cry before, honestly. But I feel like I can picture it.
Yeah. I feel like he's in touch with his emotions.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why we
He's
like
like
him.
a teddy bear,
Yeah,
dude.
that's why. Yeah. That's why I'm drawn to him.
Yeah, he's a cool
sure.
guy.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
We'll wrap her up.
Yeah. I mean, we're twice a week.
Let's have a chat.
Wait. I'll just try this.
Oh.
Boy.
Yeah.
Fucking bonus.
In the meantime, go listen to the new track, Boom Boom, out on all platforms.
I've been stuck in a room, waiting for you, with nothing to do, and now I